Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We are back with some more exclusive content. Jason, Leon, and Pierre here. Here to give you guys an exclusive preview of some exciting stuff coming out. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Pierre, take it away.
Some of this stuff predates you, Leon. I'm just going to say that right away.
I didn't exist yet.
Well, in some cases, I was like, what? I was like 6. Jason, you're about the same age as me. So we were like real youngsters when some of this happened. But there's a couple of iconic teams in here that certainly were in my heyday of NCAA basketball watching. I've been guilty of playing hooky to watch some NCAA basketball games. The tournament specifically. I mean, every year, man, March comes around, you're filling out your brackets. You're like, all right, let's see how these games play out. Let's see what I can see based on my work or school schedule. Then you start making some moves, right? So for me, I was a UConn fan, so it was different. But the teams that were really dominant in my teenage years were like UNLV. Duke was above all. I mean, Duke was it. Duke was the team. UNLV, you had Michigan. You just had some real powerhouses in my teenage years that really molded my love for NCAA basketball. And I'm sure, Jason, you probably have some similar stories to tell. But what we're going to do here is we're going to highlight a 4-cap pack from MYFITTEDS. John Jay doesn't just venture into just, very simple spaces. He goes all over the place. So where he went is recently you saw he did a little like 2-pack North Carolina cap pack, right? And that thing was pretty cool. These are a little more unconventional, I'd say, but they're pretty darn good, and they really commemorate some powerhouse teams in the NCAA. So why don't we get started here? You guys ready?
Let's do that.
All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna give you a little preview here first. Let's take a look at it. Look at this.
Ooh.
So for all you people that were hoping these weren't plain Janes, well, now you're satisfied because they do have side patches. They all have green unders. I'm wearing one of them right now. But let's get started. You guys ready? Which team are we starting with, guys?
We are starting with UNLV Running Rebels.
All right, the UNLV Running Rebels, right? Let's take a look at the hat, which is the one I'm wearing, but this thing is amazing. Jerry Tarkanian. You had Larry Johnson, who ended up going by the moniker Grandmama when he was in the NBA, playing for the Hornets, right?
Yep.
You had that Converse sneaker that was iconic back in the day.
Yep.
This team was disgustingly good, though. They beat this year? I think they beat Duke.
Yes.
Greg Anthony was their point guard. Larry Johnson was a power forward. You had Stacey Augmon, who went by the nickname Plastic Man, long and lean, super athletic. This team would run everybody off the court. And they had a coach.
That's what they literally tried to do.
And they did, even to Duke, right? I mean, Duke was, for anyone, I know everyone knows the prowess of Duke, but like back then it was Duke. That was the team, Look at this thing. What do you guys think?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Looks like it's straight out of the 90s.
Can't go wrong. Kelly green under on a red hat.
I love this hat. I love it. That's why the first one I curved was this one.
What is this one?
Yeah. So I'm going to take the next team too. I'm going to show all 4 hats, but I'm going to take the next team and then I'm going to hand it off to Jason to talk about the last 2. So let's go to I think we're going to Georgetown next.
Yes, sir.
So you got the Georgetown Hoyas, a Big East powerhouse back in the 80s. This team boasted a very famous center, Patrick Ewing. They won in '84. They beat the Houston Cougars. And listen, that Houston Cougars team lost 2 consecutive national championship games, one of them to the Georgetown Hoyas. But that team might be one of the best assembled college teams ever. It boasted both Clyde Drexler and Hakeem the Dream on the same team, which is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Later I was just going to say, no, we'll talk about it when we get there.
No, go ahead. Say it.
Yeah, I was just, they later paired up back in Houston in the NBA as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, listen, Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon, just to think that they were on the same college team is sick, right?
Yeah.
And to think that Georgetown beat them is even crazier.
Dude, Ewing, he was so dominant in college. It was ridiculous.
But I think it's safe to say Hakeem Olajuwon was the better of the two when history kind of
Yeah. I mean, especially in 94 and 95 when Hakeem got those championships.
Yeah.
Well, in the NBA, I'd say Ewing ended up being the better of the two players. I mean, Hakeem ended up being the better of the two players, but still. Look at this, man. This is a beauty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a Letterman jacket sort of logo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I love this hat. And the next one is Michigan. So take a look at this one. So we would think that, you'd see that big M, but this one, they went with the Wolverine mascot, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got the 1989 NCAA Final Four patch. Got Michigan on the back. There's another beautiful hat. They won this year, I believe, Jason. If I'm not mistaken, it was Seton Hall.
They ended up beating Seton Hall in overtime.
And this was a Glenn Rice-led team.
Yep. Rumeal Robinson got fouled with 3 seconds left. Down by 1. Made both free throws to win the game.
Jesus, that's crazy. Those were the moments in the NCAA tournament that you'll never forget, right? Those moments where...
That's why I'll never forget Rumeal Robinson's name. It's not like he had a great NBA career after that, but...
No.
NCAA tournament makes legends out of people.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Another great hat. So we got one more in the chamber here. So 3 bangers so far. So let's take a look at what's next here. So next up, this one might be my favorite. I don't know. We'll rank them out at the end, but look at this one.
Ooh.
I gotta be honest with you, I don't even care about the story as much as I do. This thing is beautiful, but
yeah.
All right. So NC State right now, this is a team that boasted later on down the road Spud Webb and players of that ilk. But this team, Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
I mean, it's probably one of the most iconic moments in the NCAA tournament. 1983, the NC State Wolfpack. They're like an 8 seed. They make it all the way to the final game against that storied Houston Cougars team that we were just talking about, and they win on like the most improbable last second, basically an alley-oop. But Derek Wittenberg basically threw up a half court shot with 3 seconds left, and Lorenzo Charles was able to tip in his air ball with no time left on the clock. Basically, I mean, that's how everybody knows who Jim Valvano is. Later on, he'd go win SB and be a big proponent of cancer research. But yeah, one of the most iconic moments in NCAA tournament history.
Yeah, if you're putting together a highlight reel, you know how they have these like little montage of great NCAA moments, right? This is that moment's going to be on it. Take a look. Listen, I just want to take this is like this logo, man. Give me more of this.
Yeah.
Right? Like that thing is so cool.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And it looks like it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful.
How did he dig these out of the vault? How did he even know those were in there? Like crazy.
God only knows, man. But listen, great pack. So what we're going to do here, guys, I'm going to ask you for your 2 favorites, guys. Then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to rank them from 4 to 1. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right. So, Jason Mead, why don't we start with you?
All right. Give me
2 favorites.
2 favorites. Give me Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And give me, I mean, I like that patch, man. That Key Arena, Seattle 1989 Final Four. That's pretty cool. And then give me UNLV.
Ooh, okay.
Running red, man. I'll chew on a towel for the rest of the show.
Like Tarkanian?
Yeah.
I couldn't stand that guy.
No.
It was interesting if you saw that new Lakers show, Showtime, right? When they were trying to recruit him, the mob affiliations was pretty interesting. I don't know if you saw that part, but if you haven't, go check it out.
Seen that yet?
All right, Leon, your two favorites.
It's very tough. I'm gonna go with the two mascot ones. So NC State and number 1, and then the second hat, the Michigan. I'm just a sucker for the mascot school logo hats. So,
all right,
those two.
All right, so I'm going 4-1. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going number 4. I'm going Michigan.
Okay.
Nice hat. My number 4. Number 3, I'm going Georgetown. I know that might be shocking, especially being a UConn fan growing up. That's hard to do, but I got to tell you, Georgetown, this one looks like it belongs on a Letterman jacket. I don't know. It's like the cleanest, most college-looking hat here. It's just, I don't know. It's beautiful.
Yeah. You never see that G like that on a hat, though. Very rare.
No, you always see the dog.
The Hoya, yeah.
The Hoya. Look at this. This is my number 2. This thing is just a gorgeous hat, man. I mean, we're in the world right now of two-tone off-whites, and this one fits the bill. Great logo, great side patch, green under. I like the back hit. This might be my favorite back hit of all of them. I don't know. It just looks nice. My number 1, though, is UNLV. This one reminds me of those old school snapback college hats. The team is iconic.
Yeah.
It
looks like the hat they put on their head while they were cutting down the nets, you know?
Yeah, after they won.
But a cleaner version, right?
Yeah.
The name is just cool. The UNLV Running Rebels. I mean, the team was cool. Larry Johnson was cool. Stacey Ogden was badass. Greg Anthony, even though he ended up becoming a Knick and an arch rival of the Celtics. I mean, that was a team that was just loaded. And what I love most is they beat Duke. I hated Duke. The only player I ever liked for Duke was Grant Hill. And I don't know why I liked Grant Hill. He was not a guy you could hate very easily. But this team was like, they fit the bill too. The UNLV Running Rebels, and that's what they were. These guys were brutal. But yeah,
that patch is so good too.
This is nice and clean, man. You add those two North Carolina hats to this, and you've got yourself quite a little 6-pack.
A little retro NCAA. Who would have thought?
Well, listen, guys, we always love to dig into sports a little bit too. We learned something a little bit today, right? Like as we're researching, it's cool when we research and we learn some stuff too, because I like that part of it all as well, and I know you guys do too. But thanks for sharing this with me, guys. I want to thank John Jay and MyFitteds for allowing us the opportunity to preview these. These are fantastic. I can't wait to post them to the Instagram. But wow, these are beautiful. And with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching the video. Let us know in the comments which of these NCAA Legend hats are your favorite. Viewsfromthevault.com for your official merch from us. For Jason, Leon, and Pierre, we're signing out, guys. Stay fitted.
See you, everybody.
Enjoy 15% off all products with the code VFTV15. Brought to you by VFTV.